With COVID numbers back up again, many people are working from home and they aren't heading to their local gym to work out like they used to. But this morning we want to welcome personal trainer Amy Mooney to Daytime to offer us some advice on how we can set aside some space and make some time for working out at home. Good morning. How are you doing?
That's correct. Good morning. How are you today?
We can carve out a little area. We can carve out a little time.
That's correct. Yes. You are exactly right. So the objective for a home gym is to create an environment that you will utilize and that is effective.
Right.
So you want to make it useful and you also want to have fun with it. So, and be excited about doing so.
And I think that's the key for any type of exercise or any type of workout that you get involved in.
That's
Make
correct.
it as fun as possible.
Make it as fun as possible. Well, our bodies are a great way to start. We just have to have the right tools and to know how to use those effectively. So our body weight is a means of useful resistance, and it can be your gym. And then, of course, I've brought along some useful things that might accentuate that as well.
And I think a lot of people think, you know, I'm in my home, I have to have a big area to work at. You really don't need a great big area to work out in.
Absolutely not. What I've brought here is actually what the space you might need, and we can go to work.
All right, well, show us how we can get started.
Okay, so I've brought some essential things that you could get started with. Some resistant bands.
Right here.
And this is an example of what we call the latest famous booty band. They're different resistance, so you put those around the thighs, a certain area, and you can work with that and create a little resistance there. And then I also brought a heavier, longer one. These are great for if you want to have a pull-up system in your house, or if you need assistance with any kind of pull-up. All kinds of fun things you can do with this one. But
and not real expensive.
Not expensive, that's correct. I bought some handheld ones. These are great for any kind of push or pull movement. So a lot of people affix these inside their home somewhere, whether they have like a stability pole, any place that's nice. Even some anchors in the wall would be great to
And if
use.
you like doing rehab, and I've used these for rehab on some shoulder surgery and things of that nature, so you can use those as well.
Very effective. It's amazing the strength base that you can build from the resistance tubes, as well as having just the handles that are nice to help with that as well. I brought some weights, of course, various sizes of weights.
And it's amazing, even small dumbbells like that, how much that resistance will help you when you're working out.
Absolutely. You can start small and then, of course, gradually increase your weight resistance, and then you want to tax that muscle. That's what makes the difference. So, and then I brought a sand ball. This is full of sand. It won't come back to bite you if you throw it in the floor.
It's just going to stay there.
That's correct. It stays there, so you got to go back and get it. So this is a really nice thing to use. And then I bought another one that has handles that's a little easy, accessible, you know, if you want to use this for other things as far as any kind of torque movement, that sort of thing. So all this good stuff. The gliders are efficient. Those are great.
What are these now?
All right, so these are for sliding movements on the floor. So you can utilize these for abs, mountain climbers, and if you don't have these, or if you can't find them, some good old-fashioned hand towels work as well.
Well, there you go. Just be careful if you're using them on the floor.
That's correct.
Make sure that you're using them correctly.
Absolutely. We have a variety of movements that you can use with all of these, and so it's nice to know all the safe and effective ways you can use.
You've got these, the ones like the ones you've got there.
That's correct. Yes. So we've got different ones, different resistance strengths, so you can. I say always go heavier and then lighten up when you need to. Yes.
And the thing is, work out at a good pace, and that's where you come in, or someone like you, a personal trainer, can help a lot.
Absolutely. So we program things just like this for anybody that needs some assistance in the home. If they're bound to the house due to a sick loved one or something like that, that helps immensely. If you have some place to start with a program, or if you can utilize a personal trainer even at home, or come to the Wellness Center, of course. We have all kinds of great people that can help with that.
And you know, we talked about having the space and having the equipment. You also, for a lot of folks, time is more precious than money or anything else. Carving out some time to work out is what you got to do.
Set that alarm on your phone, make it happen, and be excited about it. I received a great piece of equipment this Christmas, and I'm so excited about using it. So it's just being excited about it, and then knowing where to start and where you're going. And set up those goals and try to make it work for you, whatever works for you that you can become consistent with in your home.
Now, I know that a lot of folks, they would love to be able to come to a gym, and a lot of folks are a little concerned about going to a gym environment right now. So what is that one thing that you can do? What's that one exercise that you could do at your home to kind of get started if you're going to be at home working out?
So I would start with body weight, and I would do a standard air squat, and then a push-up, whether you need any sort of modification. You can do a push-up in various ways, and then of course stair climbs are awesome because they get that heart elevated and create a little bit of momentum there. And then of course walking lunges are all great useful things. Find a hill, and I always say climb that hill 5 times and do some push-ups or something at the very end, or at the like at the beginning and then at the top, just to kind of break up that heavy
and I know a lot of folks that are working at home right now during COVID and everything. They're in a chair in front of a computer. It is important to get up and move around.
It is
from time to time.
Yes, absolutely. So I think it would be good just to time span it. For instance, I have gone to a desk more so. I'm the wellness coach there. And so I get up and I do my 100s, whether it's 100 mountain climbers or 100 jumping jacks or 100 steps around, something just to keep moving. And so if you have it paced out throughout the day, you'll get to those goals.
And I've talked to a doctor recently, and with people that have COVID, it is important not, it's really hard if you got fever and body aches and things like that to just sit there, but it's important to get up and move around.
Just to keep moving, that's correct. And at your own pace and at your own comfort level. So that's correct. Just keep moving. That's yes, and we have all kinds of great ways to help utilize any small to a big piece of equipment.
And if you got questions, we got a website up right there on the screen right now. It's where you can find gear. You can find out more about everything that we talked about here today. Amy, thank you so much for coming by.
You are very welcome.
Such great information and advice.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Amy Mooney, personal trainer. Folks, check out that website right there about all of this equipment we talked about today.
Thank you.